Something has happened 5 6 months ago which did not get enough attention. So, Don Norman, the person who coined the term user experience or UX, shared an article on LinkedIn and said, although I used user in 1987 when I edited the book User Centered System Design, since then I have argued against the term, saying, hey, we are human beings, people, so why not call us people? So basically, Don Norman believes there are better words than the term users in the current world. And there is this article from MIT Technology Review which he had shared, which was titled It's Time to Retire the Term User, which talks about the uses and misuses of the term user and why we need a new word in 2024. I'll share the article in the description, but let me break it down for you and tell you in simple terms what's covered in it. When someone says user, they usually mean someone who uses a product like an app or a website. But sometimes this word can feel a bit cold and distant, right? But if we look at the origin of the word user gained popularity back in the mainframe computer days of 1950s. And Don Norman says back then the user was simply another component of the system. The people working on these massive machines were not seen as individuals, they were seen as part of the entire system. But then fast forward to the 90s when Don Norman joined Apple as their first ever user experience architect, we saw a shift in focus on how people would use technology. At that time, he coined the term user experience design, which became widely popular among all the corporates. But by the time he realized that there are better terms out there, Wald had already adapted the term user to their system, and then there was no moving back. But the question is, why are companies preferring to use the word user even in 2024? Well, it's a convenient way to describe anyone using their product, whether it's a student on a learning app, a gamer playing online game, or a shopper on a website. The word user is broad, so companies can use it to refer pretty much anyone. And it's like having a one size fits all word. To engineers and to business people, saying the word user sounds more professional and less personal, making it easier for them to think of people in terms of numbers or data rather than real humans. And this is the main argument against it as well. The term user dehumanizes people, like soldiers calling it target before shooting them down, or psychologists calling it subject before studying them. The original use of user was when we considered them as a component of a machinery, and this mindset has led to systems optimized for efficiencies rather than empathy. And it kind of stayed like that as technology evolved. So then what's the better term? According to the article, it likes how in 2021 Facebook's move from calling it user to calling it people was very much appreciated. However, it says there is no one size fits all answer. For example, for healthcare, patients make sense. For education, students work. But as Norman points out, if we are designing for people, why not call them that? Right. So it's about finding terms that honor the complexities of those we design for. But if you ask me, I personally have a slight different opinion on this. See, for sure, I like the conversation that is happening around this topic. I work in a company where we call our users members. Does that mean that we treat them differently and with more respect compared to users? I'm not sure about that. I believe being specific in communication and calling business owner different from a cashier does help in communicating clearly. But I don't seriously believe that calling a different name would make us empathize with them more. You can call them people and still treat them like subjects of experiments in your A/B testing or their attention on your platform as success metrics. Right. So I actually believe that if the inbuilt culture of the company is about empathizing with users, then no matter what term you use, you will empathize with them. And this bad market is actually a good time to evaluate the real culture of a company, because everyone can be people centric when they have tons of money, but can they continue to be so if their own existence is no more guaranteed, like in this current bad market? But then let me know, what do you think about this topic? Let me know in the comments. Like, share and subscribe to get more videos around design, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.